What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, this time on the main PC. And we're gonna do some Silent Hill 2. Now, so far we haven't been able to really play anything native without help, so I know it's not gonna be able to probably do no ray tracing natively, but we're still gonna try that. We'll try ray tracing with DLSS, and then we'll also try just native 4K with epic settings, and then if it can't handle that, we'll also try it, you know, with a little DLSS as well. But that's that. Let's get into the game. Well, let's start off. We're gonna do 4K, ray tracing on. Game on Epic, preset. No help from DLSS yet. I just want to see what it can do just on, you know, native 4K. I doubt we're going to get 40 or like 60 plus, but hey, anything can happen. But let's go find out. Here we are in the game. And no, you definitely cannot get ray tracing and the game on Epic and still get 60 plus. I mean, it still seems to barely be staying above 30, which is playable for most people, but I think most people that have 4090s do not accept 30 FPS. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple out there, but I don't think most people do. I sure don't. I want 80 to 100 in a single-player game like this if I can help it. But I'm pretty sure I can get there with some help from DLSS. I probably won't use ray tracing either, because from what I've seen, it doesn't really make a humongous difference. Well, let's go see if DLSS can help. Well, now we've got DLSS on. We got it on quality. Oh, we got a Misty jumping by to go up into her tree. And all right, let's go see if it can stay above 60 now. Here we go. We got DLSS on, and yeah. For the first time, we seem to be staying at 60-ish FPS, but it still can't stay above. Not with quality anyway. Now with balanced or maybe performance, it could. I might try that out after this, just for fun. I think I did on the 4070 Ti Super, so why not try it out on the 4090 as well? Because some people would, you know, want ray tracing on, and they would be willing to go to balanced or performance DLSS to get, you know, 60 plus with all that on. I mean, this is already pretty close as it is, but, I mean, if we're here and we're already dropping under 60 a little, I'm sure there's places in the game later on where it'll drop under. Now we got some balanced DLSS. Okay, this time we seem to be in the 70s. Instead of in the low 60s here, so I think in most instances you'd probably stay above 60 this time around, but there could still be an instance or two where you drop down like 58 or 59, so if you want to be sure to stay above that, you probably have to go with performance. But I think when I play, I'll probably just go with balanced. I don't care if it drops down like 58, 59. If I don't have a frame rate counter with VRR, I don't think I'm going to notice. As long as you don't go under the 40 FPS VRR limit, that's when you start really noticing. But, I mean, I still think I'd notice the difference between 50 and 60 as well, but on a game like this, it's not the end of the world. But I think for the most part, we'd still be in the 70s and 80s from the looks of it. But I haven't been to the town yet or in buildings yet, and apparently those two things are a whole nother, you know, ball game. But I do intend to obviously play this game and get to that point, and once I do, I'll definitely make some more videos just to see if that is true. Though I guess by the time I do that, they might have fixed all of that by now, but we shall see. But anyway, let's move on to the next DLSS. So last up here for DLSS, with ray tracing anyway, we're going to try it with performance. Yeah, but this time it looks like we stay more in the 80s. Probably will drop into the higher 70s in some points, but I don't think you drop into the 60s with this. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's a little ridiculous to have to drop down to 1080p on a 4090 just to achieve, you know, playable frame rates, but hey, at least we have the option to do so. If you want ray tracing and all that. Something's got to give, and that is true resolution. Alright, moving on. Let's now try turning ray tracing off and just have the game be on Epic at 4K and see what it does to the frame rate. Probably still can't quite hit 60 plus without DLSS's help, but we're going to try it anyway, because a lot of people don't even want to play with ray tracing, and they'd rather just play with it turned off and get the FPS benefits of not having it on. That's probably what I'll do, but we'll see once I get there, if I can maybe work something out that's acceptable. Here we are in the game. And no, it looks like we dropped to 5859, so you can't quite get there, but it looks like pretty close. But can't quite do it. Now, maybe if I could put an extra 200 megahertz overclock on the thing, maybe it would stay at just barely 60. But this is pretty much as far as this GPU will go. Any more than this and it crashes. But that's cool that it doesn't crash in any games now. It's pretty much rock solid with the RAM and the core. I could probably go a little higher on the RAM, but I figured, screw it. Since I can't go super high on the core, why bother going super crazy on the RAM? I guess, and besides, I think I already tested that and I put it where it stops losing performance. Any higher than that, and it seems like it actually gets worse scores on like time spot and stuff. So I was like, okay, let's back it back to where it got the best and leave it at that. And test for stability, it was, so cool. Now though, let's go turn on just a little DLSS and see what that's like. Now we got ourselves some DLSS quality with the game just on Epic, but no ray tracing. So we'll see what that does. That should give us a pretty damn good playable experience, I would guess. But hey, let's not guess, let's go find out. So here we go, we're in the game with DLSS on quality. And we're getting like 80 FPS, just like I kind of like. So yeah. Now, of course, there's no ray tracing, so obviously the puddles don't look quite as good as they could, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to sit here and stare at puddles the whole time I'm playing. If it had like crazy like sun rays and all that stuff like crazy lighting and all that too, then maybe I'd consider figuring out a way to get it to work with some DLSS and just maybe dealing with performance. But I don't know. So far from what I've seen, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's probably just like ray trace reflections or something like that. Because it just says ray tracing on. I have no idea what the hell it does. I kind of like the ones that give you an option, like turn it on, and then if it does have shadows and reflections and everything else, then you can just turn it off, turn it on at your leisure, and be like, well, I don't really want shadows. But I do want reflections and this, that, and the other thing, and then you can pick and choose. But anyway, why don't we go ahead and move on to camera. Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay. All I had to do is jump out and turn HDR on. So now let's go for a little jaunt. I'm trying to get this done before my garlic bread gets done. It's a cooking. Yeah, oh, even this computer stutters right there. I think there's certain places where it just has random stutter. Yeah, well, the game looks nice. This is another one of those instances where it's like, I feel like we should be getting way more FPS than we are. I mean, it looks nice, but it's not like, oh my god, crazy photorealistic graphics. If that was that, I could totally understand needing all, like, DLSS and stuff to do it. But still, it's not like the game looks bad or anything. So I'm very curious to see what it's like once I get to that city. I'll probably do more videos on it once I do get there. I thought it was as easy as running right there after having this little cutscene up here, but nope. You gotta do a little sleuthing and find a key, and then who knows how far it is after that, you know? Alright, it is cutscene time. I guess I can check to see how much longer my bread has. Because if it's going to be ready, now would be the best time, you know? Hey, 46 seconds, sweet. I think that's longer than 46 seconds. I think we might just be good. I can get it out, and by the time I'm done with this, it'll be ready to eat. And the spaghetti portion will probably be done cooking too by then.
I'm kind of lost. Lost? Yeah. Looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to hold on to my phone, and that way I'll just instantly shut it off so it doesn't make a huge amount of noise in the middle of the video. I have it on vibrate, but that doesn't count for timers and alarms. Which is smart.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going.
Alright, cool.
But why?
Garlic bread is out of the oven shut off. No burning down of house.
Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No. I hope you find them.
Yeah, me too.
Terrible frame times during the movie on this computer. Interesting. Not like it matters that much, but I just found that kind of interesting. Alright. Alright, and now let's go wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Silent Hill 2 on the main PC. We still couldn't quite handle native without relying on DLSS, either with ray tracing or just native no ray tracing. But hey, with a little bit of help from DLSS, it didn't really look any worse. In fact, it looked a little better in some instances. And we got some extra frames, so what's not to like? I mean, I can hate having to rely on it all I want, but at least it's there. And it's not like, oh, well, you don't have the choice. Deal with under 60 FPS or lower the settings on a 4090 to like low and stuff, and who wants to do that? But in any case, that is all I got for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.